Okay, normally I'm a pretty quiet guy. I don't make a much ruckus, usually don't sound off a lot about a lot of things. However, today I'm sounding off a little bit because I've had it up to here with entitled people. Um, I'm out there looking for work. I've had some job interviews where I go to temp agencies and I fill out the applications, and I see people come in and demand a certain job. They're like, I want to go back to this place. I deserve to go back to that place. And I hear the response, sorry, you cannot go back to that place because you don't have those skills. You lied on your application. And these people get upset and throw a tantrum about, you know, they deserve this job, they deserve that job because it's a better paying job. And they don't have the required skill set. And they have to take a different job. Now, here's my advice. I've worked temp agencies. I have no issues with them. I've had a lot of different experiences with temp agencies. I have taken jobs through temp agencies and I have learned skill sets through the temp agency. And I have told them up front, I don't know these skills, but I'm willing to learn. I go to an employment place. When I've had jobs, I've gone to the employment place. I've stayed within my parameters of knowing how to operate, and I've watched how others operate their position, such as tow motor or inspection, anything like that. And I approached them and said, hey, I would like to learn your skill set. I would like to learn what you do. I want to learn how to drive tow motor to make myself more available so that I could get promoted. I put forth the effort to better myself at a job. I don't sit there and say, hey, I'm entitled to drive that tow motor because driving a tow motor, it was a skill set that I did not have. Driving a semi was a skill set that I did not have. I had to go to school for that. I had to learn how to drive a semi, how to do a forward serpentine, backwards, parallel park, and learn how to control it on a skid pad, on an ice pad. So that way, when I was out on the road driving truck, I knew how to handle an 18 wheeler and I knew how to drive a split shift, whether it be 10 speed split shift or an 18 split shift with dual sticks. Okay. It takes a lot of practice, it takes a lot of skill, it takes a lot of concentration, and being very aware of your surroundings. It's not something that you can just jump in and do all free willy nilly. Okay. I've had a lot of different jobs. I have learned how to do construction. I've learned how to wire up a house for a yard sprinkling system. I've done landscaping. I've done all kinds of stuff to better myself and to get skill sets that would better myself. I even went to I even became a licensed exterminator. I studied to become a licensed exterminator. I studied to become an IT tech, even though after I paid quite a bit of money to become an IT tech, found out that the training I received was not good enough to put me into the field. I couldn't even pass the A plus certification without having to go back to school and be tutored so that I could pass the A plus certification. And unfortunately, because I was working a second and third shift job when they were offering the tutoring, I could not go back and do the tutoring. Plus, they wanted paid extra money, which I did not have. Okay, I'm not entitled to anything other than to get up and look for a job and to hold a job. I'm entitled to that. I am entitled to a paycheck after I have worked hours for that employer and gave them my time and my skill for that job, whether it be no skill at all, like flipping a burger and making a burger. That's not hard to do. That's not really a skill set because you should know how to cook before you ever leave your mom and dad's house. Those are my thoughts. Now, I would suggest highly that people would get up, learn the skill sets. You want a job, you want something to do better, then get up and do better. Because nothing's going to get handed to you. Believe me, I'd love to be able to be handed stuff free. I'd love to be able to go back to school and get a counseling degree or my seminary degree to be a pastor. I would love to have that. I would love to have stuff handed to me at times, but not for the fact of that I'm entitled, but so that I can better myself. But nobody's going to just walk up and hand me money. Nobody's going to do that. I have to go out there. I have to break my skin open. I have to suffer. And not really suffer, but if I have to get up and I have to put in my time, my sweat, my effort. I get injured. It's my job to get healed and to go back out there and to keep plugging away and learning skill sets, learning to be a better employee. Okay? You want to know something, you want a specific job, learn that job, start off small, and prove yourself to the company. Prove to them that you're worth the investment. Show up on time, do the job. If you see other jobs, learn how to do those jobs. Ask if you can learn. If you want to do a CNC job, learn the calculus, learn the micrometer, learn everything you need to do that job. Ask to be trained. Ask if they have programs. You want better pay, you want everything, go for it. Because nothing's going to be handed to you. Nothing. Unless you're a multimillionaire or you're a kid that was born with a silver spoon or a golden spoon in his mouth, nothing's going to be handed to you. So get out there, work, and quit thinking you're entitled to something because you're not. Because I sure ain't. I have bills to pay, I have things that need done, but nobody's going to hand me the money. I'm not going to win. I'm not going to have a stroke of luck and hit the lottery. That would be nice. And I could take care of a lot of things and take care of some people, my friends. But that's not going to happen. The only way things are going to happen is if I make them happen. The only way things are going to happen for you is if you make it happen. If you go out there and you do it. You show the world what you've got to bring to the table. The world owes you nothing. Nothing other than air and to get up and breathe. That's all the world owes you. Get up, breathe, and be like the rest of us. Strive like the rest of us. You're not inferior to us. You're not greater than us. You're equal to us. I'm equal to you. You're equal to me. There's no higher this, lower this. There's nothing. It's all based on what you put into it. It's based on what I put into life. What you put in is what you get out. You put in bad, you're going to get bad out. Put in good, you're going to get good out. It's up to you to make the difference. It's up to you to do the right thing. What are you going to do? I'm out.